know what? Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie. Lottie. Lottie. You know what the beat is, Lottie Dottie. We like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody where. Hit the make sure y'all hit the like button coming through the door. Just a man that's on the mic. What up, what up, what up? Keep it cute in the comments. My moderators got an itchy trigger finger. So I just want y'all to know before we get started, hit the like button coming through the door before you do anything. Come in the room. Hit the like button. Thank you. The Cash App is $ Heaven Hollywood. And you see the super chat button. What's up? What is up? Peace to my moderators. What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up? We got the BBW. They're both going to be dropping around the same time, so we get a chance to see. And the BBW code. Black women destroying other black women. And y'all say that men pit black women against each other. And here you got a black woman that done made a code, created a code out of low self-esteem other black women. Messed up. It's a messed up thing. Talk like a transformer. These women are out here brainwashed. Black women. Brainwash other black women. Sad, sad thing. Who says that Nicki Minaj got Tasha K to do the Cardi story? Listen. Contrary to what people believe, and contrary to what she wants people to believe, Nicki Minaj don't fuck with Tasha K like that. Now, Tasha K wants people to believe that she does. But Nicki Minaj does not fuck with Tasha K like that. So Tasha K can Sure, if she's going to give Nicki some free press, sure. But Nicki Minaj is not going to call Tasha K and say run a story on Cardi B, Barty C, or anybody else. If that was the case, she would have put it on Queen Radio like Tasha said she was going to do. But Nicki Minaj just did that just to keep Tasha at bay, just to shut her mouth. Nicki never had no intention of putting that lunatic on her show. Because she knows she's too messy, she's too unpredictable, and Nicki would have never risked her brand to put Tasha K on Queen Radio. She's not going to do that. Nicki's not going to pay anybody to clear shit up. And I saw somebody say they can't wait until Nicki does interviews and expose everything. But what really can Nicki say now? She's already exposed everything the last time. Nicki already exposed the industry the last time. So what is she going to expose this time that's going to be any different from what she exposed last time? And nobody gave a damn. She already told everybody that the industry is bullshit. She told everybody that the industry is shady. She told everybody that there was a hate train. She told everybody about everybody plotting to take her down. So I'm really not expecting anything else to take place if she comes back and does the interviews again and said the same thing. I'm kind of hoping she don't. Because it's kind of like a waste of her breath. These people don't give a fuck. These new Gen Z ass niggas that's listening to music, they don't care about a Nicki hate train. They don't care if the industry's plotting against Nicki and they've been plotting against her for years and years and years. They don't care. So if I'm Nicki Minaj, I don't even waste my breath on these Gen Z motherfuckers. I wouldn't even bother. All Nicki needs to do is talk about Nicki Minaj and her legacy. I really, really hope she doesn't come out and be like, yeah, there's a Nicki hate train, yeah, people put together to take me out. Because only thing these young people are going to say is, oh, she's bitter. What's up, BK? Oh, she's just bitter. She old and bitter. That's all these Gen Zs are going to say. So, Nicki, if you're watching my video, which you probably aren't, if somebody sends you the video, please don't do interviews and start talking about the Nicki hate train and how people were going to take you out. Even though we know it's the truth, please don't do that again. Because what they did last time was kind of mess up your Queen release and your numbers, because they kind of made that seem as though that was the rollout. Queen, to me, should have did way better than what it did. And the reason why it didn't is because the media and the people that's on the Nicki hate train, they made that whole thing about Nicki complaining about the Grammys and the Nicki hate train. They made that a part of her rollout. Thank you, I appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat, doing the most. Well, I go by the exact number. Now, Queen, if you look up Queen, if you go to her Wikipedia page, and then you go to certifications, I only look at United States numbers. I'm sorry. I've never been that guy to be like, oh, double platinum worldwide. Like, I don't care about worldwide. I only care about the country that I live in. I don't care about what is done in other countries. And even though those songs did okay, it should have been better than okay. Because that album was above average. That was not an average album. That album should have been a #1 album. I liked it better than Travis Scott, but I'm not into Travis Scott. Now, I know everybody was going crazy over Travis Scott. I'm sorry. I listened to Travis Scott album, I fell asleep. I can't get into Travis Scott. Well, Jessica, when it comes down to touring, yes, then you're right. When it comes to touring, then yeah, you should look at what is done in other countries. But when I look at just regular numbers, I just look at what is done in the U.S. But I believe the blog told you and I told you before Queen even dropped. I said this will be Nicki's last platinum album. It only went a little over platinum in the United States. It didn't go double in the United States. I looked at the Wikipedia page on the other day. It's platinum plus. It's not double, but it's platinum plus. But I told y'all they were going to fudge her numbers. Perception is everything. They don't care about reality. The people that are buying music now, and these Gen Zs that are walking around here, they don't care about the truth. All they care about is what's being reported to them. So if they care about perception, that's why it's so easy to fool a Gen Z. Right, there's nothing to really talk about with Cardi's pregnancy. I appreciate that doing the most. I really appreciate it. Look, this is the bottom line. Me personally, and I don't like talking on people, pregnancy, marriage, whatever, all right? Me personally, I was wrong with culture. I said when she had culture, she would finish. But I was wrong. I thought and so did Atlantic. Atlantic at first did not want her to have that baby. So I'm looking at it from a record industry standpoint. See, Nicki Minaj having a baby and Cardi B having a baby is very different. Nicki's already established. She's already, her legacy is cemented. She can have 10 kids right now and it won't matter. Cardi was just coming out, first album, and boom, you have a kid. Me personally, I thought that was going to finish her. I was wrong. So I can't now say, oh, she's definitely finished now, because I was wrong about the first one. I said to my brother, I said, uh-oh, Cardi might be finished. My brother said, nah, she ain't finished just because she's having a kid. So, me personally, when it comes to females, I never like a female having a baby early in their career. But that's just me. Doing the most. I appreciate everything. Nicki had one later on because she's already established. She's already established. Her legacy is cemented. I wish, honestly, she started transitioning. I wish Nicki, at her age, what is she now, 36? 35, 36, wherever she is. I would like for her to have started transitioning to life after rap sooner than what she has. Because Nicki has other talents. I always wanted Nicki to get like her own like animated show where she's doing the voices. I always saw that for her. Like Nicki can get like a variety show, like Tracy Ullman had. Y'all youngsters don't know nothing about that. I can see Nicki doing like a Tracy Ullman type show, where all her characters, thank you, Chunky, where all her characters, she brings all her aliases. This is what I designed for Nicki. And I sent this idea to her old management, and they didn't like it. I said, I propose that Nicki bring all her aliases to life and make them characters. Roman, Nicki Lewinsky, a character named Onika, who was a ghetto type ratchet chick named Onika. Roman, who was a gay guy. Nicki Lewinsky. I had 4 different, and you make them characters and bring them all to life, and she have an animated show where she does all the voices. Tell me that ain't a dope idea. Tell me that ain't a dope idea. Her fans would go crazy over that. And I sent that whole entire layout. I sent that whole entire layout to her manager. Now I did not send it to the manager she has now. This was the old one, the one that she fired. So maybe I should send it again to her new manager. Everybody puts it. Imagine that. Roman is a gay character. Nicki Lewinsky is a character. Onika is a character. And then I had one other. And she's doing all the voices. Beyonce's not doing a collaboration with Cardi B. That was a rumor. Beyonce was going to do a collaboration with Cardi B, but it never surfaced. That was just a rumor. But you know, Atlantic likes you to go with it was okay. It was an idea. It was an idea. However, thank you, doing the most. It was an idea. However, it never circulated because the idea leaked out and what have you. But every idea I had when this hate train started, I sent to G from Spiller Sugar because at that time she's the one who had the connection with her old management. I'm the one who said that Queen should have been a mixtape. I told them Nicki should make an album called Queen and it should be a mixtape. On that mixtape, all the songs should be produced by niggas from Queens. They should have niggas from Queens producing the songs, and she should do duets, collabos with artists, and they can only be from Queens. I'm like, come on, man. Instead, they put out a Queen album. It was called Queen. But they didn't do nothing about like the mixtape. They didn't have a theme. I said, this should be a theme. Only Queen's producers. It's a mixtape. And you're doing songs from old Queens rappers. It's a mixtape. And I said that her response record to Remy should have been Back Down 50 Cent's record. Back Down Part 2. Dun, 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 dun. Young money, young money. See, it'll look at me. So Nicki don't back down. Man, oh my God! If she would have put that out, the whole world would have went berserk. The whole world would have went berserk. But they didn't listen to me. But I wanted Nicki to start transitioning out of music. Why? Because I don't feel as though music deserves Nicki Minaj. I don't. I don't feel as though music deserves Nicki Minaj. Because the people that are consuming music and the people that they're trying to sell music to don't give a fuck about true talent. I appreciate that doing the most. They don't appreciate true talent. So that's why I feel as though Nicki can take her talent and put it somewhere else where people can appreciate. Because remember, she's an actor at heart. A lot of people forget that. She was an actor before she was a rapper. All right? So, I believe she should start taking her talents that way. And she should, and one thing that I said about 50 Cent, and I GM'd this to 50 Cent, and Nicki made a comment. Why wasn't Nicki on Power? Come on, 50. And Nicki even asked him that. I know she can act better than Lala. Tommy? Damn, Tommy. Lala, with her mouth open, ending every sentence with her mouth open. Damn, Tommy. I know Nicki could act better than her. If Lala is getting roles, Nicki should have been on there. She should have been on Power. I don't care whether she was doing business with ghosts. She should have been on Power. Now, what she should have done, I always felt as though she would either transition into a variety show. When she does Queen Radio, she has amazing interviewing skills. Nicki has very good interviewing skills. And I say just do Queen Radio as well. Because whenever she drops Queen Radio, it's the #1 show. It's the #1 show. So maybe I'm going to resend the variety show thing to her new management. Because I think she make a killing with that. And I also want her to become an exec, to create her own show. Which I think she, like I said, I wanted her to create the variety show. But I think Nicki could create her own drama. Write her own drama. She's an amazing writer. Write her own drama. Throw it out there. Send it to Netflix. That show's going to get picked up just simply on the strength of it being Nicki Minaj's show. They're going to put that on immediately. Immediately. No, I don't think it's too late at all, Jessica. It's not too late to do these things because they don't put an age on in Hollywood. Denzel is what? Almost 70? This nigga's still making movies. What's her name that gets all the awards? How old is she? Damn near 70? So for Hollywood, it's definitely not too late. It's definitely not too late. Right. Drake is sitting there with a show, and people, unless you follow Drake, don't even know it's Drake's show. But he getting a bag for it. So it's definitely not too late. And I just think that hanging around music. Her hanging around music, right? I just don't really see what the way these people perceive her and the way these people look at the music that she's doing like it's ancient. She just put out a record with Lil Wayne and Drake. Lil Wayne and Drake. And if that song didn't go to number one, God damn it, I don't know what is. Those three had not been on the same record in years. You put out a record where all three of them are just barring up the whole world. She's barring up the whole world. I know it wasn't a radio song or something, but you know what? God damn it, make it one. You got Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki. The triangle offense back together. God damn it, make it a radio song. I don't know what it went. It should have went number one. I don't know whether it went top 20, top 15. I don't know what it went. I don't think it got down that low. But everybody was talking about it. Everybody did a reaction video to it and was going crazy about the bars. If I'm Nicki Minaj and I see that and I see the reaction to that song, I say to myself, you know what? What else can I do? What else can I do? And I'm telling you, I just feel a different aura about the way Nicki is moving this time around. Like I said, I'm not saying she's going to answer my DM. I'm not saying she's even going to see it. Thank you, Jordan Moles. I really appreciate it. I'm not even saying she's going to see it. But I said to her in the DM, I like the way you moving, fam. Because she has now gotten it. She's got to the point. That's the reason why she's not acknowledging Doja Cat. That's the reason why she's not acknowledging all this Cardi stuff. She's now gotten to the point now. I don't know whether it was motherhood. I don't know what it is. But she got to the point now where she's like, now I see what's been going on here. Before she was just so shocked it was happening to her. She just really was on some, I can't believe they're doing this to me after all I did for the culture. Now, maybe it's because she's a mother or whatever. All right? But she's saying, I get it. I get it. I see what you're doing, Doja Cat. I see what you're doing, Megan, with your little slick self. I caught that slick bar. Doja Cat, you down with some people that I fired, and now you shout me out all of a sudden, talk about you love me. Bitch, you don't know me. I see what you're doing, though. I got you in the scope. Cardi, I've been knew what you was about. I see you. She sees all these things finally. She took a step back and she sees it. And I'm happy. because she's no longer allowing people to use her name, to use her fandom name. Well, the fans are still doing it. Some of the barbs, not all of them. Some of the barbs, I think now, after Nicki came out and made that statement, I think now some of the barbs are starting to come around and be like, you know what? Doja Cat be on some shady shit on the low. She be on some shady shit on the low. That's why Nicki said the industry games, the industry games, the industry games. That's why she said that, the industry games. So trust me, she knows what she's doing. So to all the Nicki fans that want her to big up Doja Cat, trust me. Nicki knows who's really rocking with her and who's rocking with her for clout and who's trying to get something out of it. As far as all of this stuff that's going on, a lot of people didn't like the video I made because I said all of this Cardi stuff is not news to me. But it isn't. Because everybody that's been following my live, I told y'all that the conversation, if you go on the Spill the Sugar blog, if you go on, in case you didn't know, G wrote about this 5 years ago. I appreciate it, Darius. I appreciate y'all. G wrote about this 5 years ago. And she said there's a hate train coming and it's being driven by Atlantic Records. And she lets y'all know why. Because Atlantic is the new Warner Brothers. And Nicki personally didn't do anything to Atlantic, but Atlantic used to be Warner Brothers. And Nicki told Warner Brothers she was signing with them, but then she changed her mind. She didn't sign anything to say she was doing it, but she gave them word of mouth. However, somebody else came with a better offer. Somebody else came with a better offer. And on top of that, Warner Brothers wanted her to use a ghostwriter. And once she did that, she was like, F that. I'm not using a ghostwriter. I told y'all about that. The whole Juelz Santana thing and how Nicki liked Juelz Santana. Right? Like she really liked Juelz Santana. But at that time, she was just starting out with Safari. So Nicki's not a cheater at heart. So she never really pursued Juelz because she had started dating Safari. And because she's not a cheater at heart, she didn't really pursue Juelz. But Warner Brothers knew that she liked Juelz. They tried to use that and say, we're going to bring Juelz in as a writer and we want to sign you. We don't like the other dudes. They told Full Force, we don't like your son. We don't like this Safari dude. We don't like 7up. We don't like the other dude. But we like the girl. We want to bring the girl. So, when they did that, Nicki was like, okay. But then, they tried to bring Juelz in to ghostwrite. And that's when Nicki took the bag down. Now, keep in mind, she wasn't even rich at this point. She had no deal, and she pretty much just had the money that she made from working. So she turned down. Think about her perspective. She turned down millions of dollars for the integrity of the culture. No, Yeah, I could make millions of dollars. However, these dudes will be writing my rhymes. That way, the record label will be getting off easy because I won't have publishing rights. So they won't have to pay me for publishing rights. I'll only be making money off of the record label. Off of the record label. And now, yes, Heaven Hollywood, hashtag Heaven Hollywood is the Cash App. And now, what a lot of people did not know, and this is why I have so much respect for my guy. Rest in peace to Prince Rogers Nelson, who was on Warner Brothers at the time. And you can ask Nicki Minaj this, you can ask Maya, you can ask a couple other people. Prince told them, do not sign with Warner Brothers. He also told Nicki Minaj, Maya, a couple other artists, music is changing. The record labels are not going to be needed in 10 years. This is what the great Prince Rogers Nelson said to Nicki Minaj, to Maya, and a couple other artists. The record industry is changing. This is way back in 2007, 2008. ...2007, 2008. He told them, music is changing. We're not going to need record labels in 10 years. So do not think about, don't give up your publishing to a record label. And she didn't. So I appreciate it. You should send it through the Cash App. You can send it through Cash App because, you know, YouTube pretty much takes a super chat. But I appreciate it. Whatever you're going to give to me, I truly, truly appreciate it. So that's the way I feel about Nicki going forward. I want her to transition out of music. I want her to transition into doing this variety show. I don't care. I'll give her the idea. I'll chart the idea out, and I don't want a dime. I could care less about the money. I would just love for her to do that. She don't got to pay me nothing. Take the idea and do it. She doesn't have to pay me shit. That's what I do. I create ideas. I'm an idea person. Now, on to this BBW. Like I said, anything about Nicki, we could always circle back to it. I know she said she's going to be doing interviews coming up. She's got a big announcement coming up. Hopefully it's just a documentary. Hopefully the documentary finally ready to go. You know, she ain't got to worry about Jay and Beyonce and Meek Mill and all these other people. Put the documentary out, and I believe she'll get an Emmy. I truly believe that documentary is going to be as good as I think it's going to be. She could be getting an Emmy next year. then she can tell the Grammys to lick her ass. Because if she gets an Emmy, that's so much deeper than a Grammy. So much deeper. Whose album is going to sell more? Who's going to sell more between Nicki and Cardi B? Now, you see, you have to remember something. The industry invested in Cardi B. The industry. The combination of people that wanted to take Nicki out all came together and pushed Cardi B to the front. That's the reason why, even after having a kid, being brand new in the industry, she was able to survive it. Anybody else, that would have been career suicide. Anybody else, that'd have been career suicide. But Cardi B was able to escape it. Because the industry have invested in her. They were all behind the Nicki hate train. So, you can blame a lot of people for it. But they were all invested in it. So, I'm going to say Cardi B, for the optics and the perception, she's going to sell more. Now, will that really be the case? We're never going to know. We're never going to know if she really sold more, because we can't prove that they're fudging the numbers. We can speculate, and we can look at it and say, nah, ain't no way. This is what I said about Queen. I said to myself about Queen the same thing I said about Britney Spears' album when she came back after 4 years. I said, so, Nicki Minaj has what? 100 million Instagram followers? She has what? 40 or 50 million Twitter followers? She's got how many Spotify listeners? She has how many YouTube listeners? Plus, she had not put out an album in 4 years. So you're going to tell me, when you throw all those factors into one big bucket, you're going to tell me that that album only sold 1 million copies? A million copies. She had not put out an album in 4 years. All those Instagram followers, all those Twitter followers, all those Spotify listeners, all those YouTube listeners. Plus, she hadn't put out an album in 4 years. You're going to tell me that album only sold 1 million copies? Come on, man. Now, I also said about Cardi B, which a lot of people didn't like. Now, it's not like they just handed it to her and everything she's getting is just handed to her. Now, I'm not going to play her like that. Because if it was that easy, everybody would have done it. She had to have something to work with. So in order for her to succeed, she had to have something to work with. You just can't pull any Joe Schmo off the street and invest millions in them, and then they're going to get 5 number ones. That's not going to happen. Because if that would have happened, it would have happened for the Cash Me Outside girl. So yes, Cardi did do her part, and she has something to work with. She has an engaging personality. People liked her because she was a girl from the hood, Latina. People feel as though she's relatable. A lot of people looked at her. You know the way people look at Rihanna and Beyonce? I see a lot of comparisons. Because what do people say about Beyonce and Rihanna? Beyonce's got all the talent. Rihanna ain't got no talent. Beyonce got a great singing voice. Rihanna can't sing. But yet and still, Rihanna got the hits. Rihanna has more hits. Even though everyone will agree she's nowhere near as talented as Beyonce. I look at Nicki and Cardi the same way. Whenever people talk about Rihanna, they say, I like her better than Beyonce because she's so much more relatable. I can relate to Rihanna. I can't relate to Beyonce. That's what it says. Now, when Cardi came out, what was the main thing everybody was saying? Oh, I can relate to her. She's so relatable. Oh, Nicki Minaj is bougie. She's stuck up. She's this. You know, you were seeing Cardi everywhere. Oh, she feels as though she's too good to come on live. You know, Nicki barely went on live. And then when Nicki came on live, she was like, how do you work this thing? So people are like, oh, she thinks she's above everybody. I can relate to Cardi. Cardi's like the round-the-way girl. People say the same thing when they compare Beyonce and Rihanna. Cardi with Beyonce and Rihanna. Beyonce's more talented. Beyonce's considered the queen. Beyonce was out first. Some people consider her the GOAT, but yet and still, Rihanna has more hits. It's the same way with Nicki and Cardi. So, Cardi B, as I said before, she's never going to rap as good as Nicki Minaj. She's never going to have as many top 40s as Nicki Minaj. She's never going to have all of the accolades that Nicki Minaj has. So she's gonna take the Rihanna approach. I'm just gonna keep getting number ones. I'm just gonna keep getting number ones. And that's gonna be what I'm focusing on. Number one hits. So when people say Cardi's lyrics was whack, well, I don't know what you expect. So that's why people were saying, oh, what do you mean her lyrics in Big Paper were dope? Well, compared to what she normally does, yes, those lyrics was fire in Big Paper compared to what she normally says. We can't compare Big Paper to something Nicki Minaj says, because there's no comparison. But for Cardi B, Big Paper was bars for what we're used to hearing Cardi say. So that's why I never really got the comparison. Only, Cardi's look. And let's just keep it real. When they developed Cardi, they had to, and if you're going to replace Nicki Minaj and give somebody else an alternative, there has to be some things that you see in Nicki, in Cardi, in order for you to accept her filling the void. So they said, you know what? We're going to get her an enhanced butt. We're going to get her enhanced breasts. We're going to do her hair like Nicki. Have her get a couple of stuff like Nicki, whatever. I don't think they, as far as their dressing, I'm one of the few people who think they don't dress nowhere near like. Cardi has her own style. Nicki has her own style. I never thought they looked alike dress-wise. I think they have their own style. But I never got the comparison, music-wise. They sound nothing alike. Their music sounds nothing alike. I never got the comparison. But that's just me. So when the albums drop, I expect Cardi B to sell more. Now, will I like Cardi's album better? I don't know. We'll have to see. Me personally, I liked Queen better than Invasion of Privacy, but Invasion of Privacy sold more. And I think Invasion of Privacy stayed number one a longer period of time. I get all that. Me personally, I like Queen better. But Invasion of Privacy grew on me from when I first heard it. When I first heard it, I was like, this shit is trash. But as I listened to it, I was like, okay, I see what she did there. Then I listened to it for what lane it was going to be in. I'm like, you know what? Especially for a first album, this album isn't bad. But when I put on Queen, I was like, you know what? This is Nicki's best album since Pink Friday. That's my opinion. To me, Queen is her second best album. And I just want her to transition now into post-rap. Because I already told y'all, they are trying to cater to people from the ages of 10 to 20. From the ages of 10 to 20. You think she can top Pink Friday? That's going to be a tall task, Ashanti. Because remember now, she's not going to have any pop hits. What makes Pink Friday so special is that she had pop singles on it. Well, they've pretty much taken that away from her. They've taken away her access to pop producers. You can thank Miley Cyrus's godfather for that. But they've taken away her access to the Calvin Harris's and Justin Bieber's people and stuff like that. So I don't think she's going to ever top Pink Friday, because Pink Friday's had the Starships and super bass sound and shit like that on it. So that's why I don't think she'll top Pink Friday. But we'll see. And on top of that, it's just a different time. You know, people aren't selling albums like that anymore. That's another big reason. We're in different times. They're not really going to allow you to sell what you used to. And that's the thing, Bobby Ruffin. It's not about whether she wants to go back to the old style. She does want to, but they're not allowing her to. And if you go back to the old style, you have to have access to those producers or producers who are like them. But Miley Cyrus's godfather shut that down. If you see all the success Nicki had, don't you think she would revert back to that? They're not allowing her to revert back to it. That's the issue. They're not allowing her to revert back to it. Because all of those producers all running clicks. Why doesn't she give her flowers? Why does she need to? Right now, Nicki's still in the game, right? And Nicki is still Cardi's competition. Cardi and Nicki are still competing. So I wouldn't expect Cardi B to give Nicki her flowers. Number one, they don't like each other. They've never really liked each other. More so, Cardi never really liked Nicki. She got a bad vibe from Nicki, or what she felt was a bad vibe. Nicki pretty much saying, I didn't give you any vibe. She did reach out to her at the Met Gala. But you got to remember, Cardi B is under Atlantic. That's her record label. And if Atlantic says, no, you're not befriending her, and if she's going to be on a record with you, it has to be on your terms. This is your record. If she wants to be on it, she got to change her verse. This is your record. That's the one move that Nicki made that I wish she can do over. Is changing her lyrics for that song. Because it just gave them the feeling that they can bully her and do and make her do. Oh, she changed her lyrics because she wants to get on this record because she knows I'm hot. That is the one move that Nicki made that I wish she never did. I wish she would have told them, listen, I know it's your record, but I'm Nicki Minaj. And I don't change lyrics to get on a record with you. You change lyrics to get on a record with me. Did T-Pain mess up music? No, I don't think T-Pain messed up music at all. Because everybody was doing auto-tunes. And Usher, I don't know what the hell Usher talking about. Because what was Usher doing then? Oh my God. Don't they had a booty like pow, pow, pow. Don't they had a booty like oh, oh, wow. What the fuck was Usher doing? Exactly. What the fuck is Usher talking about? His biggest hit is an auto-tune song. I know. I agree. It does slap. That's his biggest song. And it's an auto-tune song. Um, I think Cardi was running with that narrative because Nicki didn't, oh, welcome her in with open arms. Right? Because Nicki didn't welcome her in with open arms. Um, and because there was this narrative already painted that Nicki don't rock with the new girls and she don't show so and so respect. You know, all these lies they made up about her. And Cardi just ran with it. And on top of that, like I said, Atlantic created that rivalry. Atlantic created that hate. Then that's what made it so easy for Cardi to believe that Nicki retweeted that about her daughter, which she never did. But because there was already animosity there, plus there's rumors about a long time ago with DJ Self, Nicki Minaj came in the studio with Self, and Cardi B was there. This is like during Love and Hip Hop. Now, this is a rumor. I don't know whether this was truth or not. However, I think I saw it on the blog one time. Now, the rumor has that Nicki walked into a studio because she knows Self. Self was working with Cardi B. This was right before Love and Hip Hop. The rumor has it that Self let Nicki hear Cardi B's record, and Nicki said she thought it was whack. Now, I don't know whether this happened or not. Now, from what I remember, Cardi B had her friends with her in the vocal booth. You got to go on the blog. I don't really know the whole story, but I think this story was on the blog. Now, this is before all of this. Nicki didn't really show Cardi in love. Cardi said to Self, oh, that's Nicki Minaj, you know, can I get on a mixtape with her? Can I get you on a tape? I don't really know how the story went. Don't quote me because I don't want to be wrong. But I believe it's on that In Case You Didn't Know blog. Nicki kind of blew her off. Cardi B's girls were in the studio and they amped it up. I think she had Hennessy or fucking Long Island Iced Tea, whatever the hell her sister's name is. Hennessy. Hennessy was with her and a couple other girls, and they amped it up. And then Cardi was trying to get at her. She's in the booth screaming at Nicki. And I don't know whether this true or not, but shit on the blog always seemed to be true to me. And I don't think G would make this up because she posted this 2 or 3 years ago where she said they were actually going to fight. Like she called her in the studio. I don't Star Brim. Yeah, Star Brim was what, you know what I mean? So y'all got to check it out on the blog and see. I don't really know how the story went. But that is so-called what started that. Then Offset allegedly wanted Nicki Minaj. And that's where the watch your man, you should watch your mouth comes from. Allegedly. Then the whole thing with Quavo. It was just a mess. So, but she has been, the last thing she said was, you know, female dominated, and she's still dominating. No, she didn't say Nicki Minaj, but we know who she talk about. So we'll see what happens with them going forward. I really don't think Nicki gives a damn anymore. You know? I really don't. I think Nicki fans and Cardi fans are way more into this battle and into this beef than Nicki and Cardi are at this point. Especially Nicki. Like, I think Cardi is somewhat, you know, yeah, I want to use the word obsessed, but she's intrigued by Nicki Minaj. And do you blame her? I don't know why Nicki fans get so offended when they say she's obsessed with Nicki. I would take that as a compliment. I would be obsessed with Nicki Minaj too if I was a female. Who don't want to look like Nicki Minaj? Who don't want to have a career like Nicki Minaj? But because she's in the game right now, she's not going to admit that. She's not going to admit it because they're still in competition. You don't want to admit it. You don't want your competition to know that, damn, you don't, because they're still in competition. Now, who knows when Nicki is really not doing music anymore, and if Cardi still is doing music, which I don't think she will be anyway. I pretty much think that after this album, Cardi's done anyway. Maybe she'll admit it then. Who knows? But I think this is Cardi's last album. You know, from from what I hear, the people in Hollywood really like Cardi B. You know, so I don't really think Cardi's gonna be doing music after this next album. She's trying to get to 8 number ones. That's her goal. Her goal is to get to 8 number ones. So she's hoping that on this next album, she gets 3 number ones, and then she's gonna hang it up. Because they feel as though 8 is an unreachable number for a female rapper. So long after Cardi's gone and out of the game, they feel as though that 8 number ones by a female rapper will never be touched, or it won't be touched again in this lifetime. Whether she's correct about that, I don't know. You know? But we'll see. You know? We'll see. Nicki, to me, don't really have to worry about her legacy. Her legacy's cemented, right? Her legacy's cemented. B is Cardi B. Nicki is Nicki. You know, they're not Little Kim and Foxy. It's just not. The Little Kim and Foxy was, their music was the same. They worked with a lot of the same people. You don't even really see a lot of people that work with Nicki working with Cardi. You know, they kind of like the producers that work with Nicki don't really work with Cardi. So they don't really have a lot in common as artists. They don't. So I think the fans are making it more about a competition between them two than those two are. You know? So Nicki fans, when Cardi drops the album and if her album does better, don't you should expect that. You should expect Cardi's album to do better because number one, she's gonna get more radio play, right? She's gonna get more radio play, and she's gonna have more push. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. So y'all remember that? The BBW, y'all, all the BBWs, please don't join that cult on TikTok, please. And if you see any BBW women joining that cult, I'm telling you, tell them, do not join that cult. Black women, y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better. Y'all gotta do better. Like I said, BBWs, no. No, black women, no. I'm talking about this cult, Yasmin. I don't see any white women in this cult. If you've seen them, then point them out to me. I'm not talking about Nicki and Cardi no more. I'm talking about the black women. I'm talking about this cult. I'm speaking to black women because I haven't seen any white women in this cult. I've only seen women of color in it. So now if you have seen women that aren't women of color, let me know. No, it is a cult. If you are worship, and I'll tell you why, Mink, they're worshiping one person. That is a cult. If you have a whole bunch of people worshiping you, it's not like it's just a group and they're all in there being insecure. They are all worshiping one person. That is a cult. That's a cult. Sorry. There's a girl in there that tells them if they have to go to this girl's live. They have to all be at her live. And if you're not in her live, you better have a good damn excuse for not being there. And they have to check with her on their everyday life. If they take a vacation, they have to ask her, can they take a vacation in real life? And they have to call her daddy. Her name is Angela. They have to call her daddy. And they can't be in relationships. They all have to be for her. They all have to share her. And they send her gifts. They send her money. Yeah. No, no, the thing is, she is, from what they say, she tried to make them seem as though like she belongs to them. All of them have to share her. She belongs to all of them. But it was exposed she has a stud that she's been involved with for 4 years. Oh, yeah. 3? Okay. Unbelievable. Yep. And then some of the girls that disobey her, they tell them to get on live and cut themselves and beg daddy for forgiveness. Yep. Cut yourself and beg for her forgiveness. And girls are doing it. Multiple women have tattoos with the name Angela. It's crazy.
$20.26. Do you need something like a, do you need a card?
Yeah.
Did you get
Thank
one,
you.
honey? Thank you. Could I ask you to throw this in the cart for me?
Sure.
Do you mind? Thank you so much.
Sure.
You got it?
Yep.
You keep walking right up there, and I'm gonna help you. He's gonna come right in.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let me get to you. I already gave you. Did I give you a receipt already?
Probably. If not, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you. And remember, TikTok has teenagers on there. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all got any teenage girls on TikTok, there's a couple of girls that was teenagers. This woman is manipulating these teenage girls and these women. And she's like, you see all these confession videos, girls saying, that's right, she's my God. She's God to me. She's who I pray to. She's my Alpha and Omega. I said, ain't this some shit? Yeah, she said, she's who I pray to. This Angela girl, she's who I pray to. And they said she got it so they don't allow, if anybody else says they're beautiful, she got them thinking not to accept it. Only worry about if daddy calls you beautiful. Yep. Child. And the reason why I said black women is because I haven't seen any white woman in this cult yet. All I've seen is black. So if there is a white woman in there, I'm not talking about light skin. Light skin is still black. If there is a white woman in there, let me know. And I'll correct myself. But this seems like it's all women of color. It's not a joke, Kiso. It's not a joke. I'm telling you, these people are just low self-esteem, brainwashed people. You heard of Jim Jones, right? So it could be done. You just have to find the right combination and find the right. Look at R. Kelly. You would think that that couldn't be done. You know what I'm saying? You would think that that couldn't be done. But all you gotta do is find enough low self-esteem, mental health. Right. Look at Trump. If you go on, like, matter of fact, the girl that exposed it, she said she's gonna come on my live and do an interview. But she's kind of the one that exposed it. And she said she's gonna come on my live and do an interview. I gotta speak with her again. But what's happening is she's talking to all these girls that used to be in it. She's talking to all these girls that used to be in it. And now they're not in the cult anymore. So something else, boy, I tell you. Like I said in my story, if any of you heavy hitters that are considered BBWs, and I got some beautiful BBWs as heavy hitters, if you are ever feeling like you have low self-esteem, like you are self-conscious, that you don't feel beautiful, like I said, blew yourself out to me, because I ain't gonna fly you out. And don't send that woman no money. Don't send her no gifts. Use that money that you sending her, fly yourself out to me if you don't feel beautiful, and I will kindly bend you over a fucking couch and remind you how beautiful you are. You ain't got to go to that bitch to get reminded how beautiful you are. Fly your ass to me. Oh, I'll remind you how beautiful you are. They sending this woman money. They sending her gifts. I like BBWs. They'll suck you dry and eat some lunch with you. So thick, everybody in the room so uncomfortable. Body on you the time to the back of the club. Ow! Oh, that's my part, boy. That's my part. Couch. That's all I gotta say. Couch. That nigga Drizzy, boy. Oh, that nigga Drizzy something else. That's right. I like my girl BBW. Kinda suck his died and eat some lunch or two. So thick, everybody in the room so uncomfortable. Body on you to take the face like uncomfortable. Ow! You ain't gotta be reminded. I'll remind you that you're beautiful. I'll remind you that you're beautiful. Don't worry about Angela. Don't send Angela no money. Don't send Angela no money. Don't let Angela gas you. I better not see none of my heavy hitters in there. I'm telling you, I better not see none of my heavy hitters. I'm going to make a TikTok account just to go on TikTok. And I better not see none of your asses in there. I better not see none of your asses in there. Anyway, I love y'all. That's it. I may make another video. If you do, check out my videos here on the IE Network. We got wine. We got wine. Come check out the videos. We got wine. Teddy. Hey, we got wine. Teddy. Look at Teddy. Teddy ass drunk already. Teddy. Well, we got wine. We got wine. So, anyway. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.